Hey guys, I'm Layla. We're in Raid Shadow Legends, and today we have a fun showcase with a double Gnut. And this is going to be courtesy of Epsilon. Thank you very much. We're going to be running hard Fireknight, and we're also going to be running hard Spider, both stage 10. So it's fun. Epsi has two. I only have one. But also, Epsi has the main Gnut is in the fun skin that we have here, which is pretty cool too, right? And you're going to see that the second one is not so much. So before we hop into the dungeons, let's look how these guys are built. So the main Gnut you're going to see also has a 5-star blessing. And has a speed set, also a perception set, and then those have some mixed pieces. But then we do have 3 nice, we got like a little mythical ring here. So he does have some really nice gear sets on here as well too. And let's check out the stats. So we're going to be running Fireknight. Do we have some different stats for both? We do. All right, hang on. Fireknight. 64,000 HP. You're going to see some area bonuses here too. 2,400 attack, 4,800 defense, 295 speed, crit capped with 326% crit damage, 244 resistance, 382 accuracy, and then we have 8% on the ignore defense. And I want to say fully booked, and Epsilon did go with Brimstone. Okay, and Epsilon's pointing out that this is pretty much free to play. He was saying it's not necessarily free to play friendly, but everything he technically did was free to play. Like, he didn't spend any money on anything other than, the skin. You could buy the skin. But as far as like everything here, this was technically, free to play is what he's saying. So with the 5-star Brimstone here, we do have extra HP, attack, defense, crit damage, resistance, and accuracy with a 60% chance of placing a protected smite. And then here are the masteries for Gnut 1. Is you're going to see offense and defense, and what you don't see here behind me is we have methodical, kill streak, and then giant slayer is going to be the T6. Okay, that is Gnut 1, and here is Gnut 2. So Gnut 2 has 2 pieces of perception, and then we just kind of like a mixed bag, right? Oh, we didn't look at the spider stats. Hang on. For the main guy, we didn't look at spider stats. So spider stats a little less here on the HP, 63,000. We have 2,400 attack, 4,700 on the defense, 285 speed. Still crit capped, 344% crit damage, 244 resistance, 382 accuracy. And then spider, we actually have 18% on the ignore defense. Okay, now we can go to the second one. And let's look at his stats. We'll start with Fireknight. We have about 61,000 HP, 1,900 attack, 4,000 defense, 289 speed, crit capped with 250% crit damage, 149 resistance, 469 accuracy, and 8% on the ignore defense. Now for Spider, also we have the similar area bonuses here, right? So this has 60,000 HP, 1,900 attack, 4,000 defense, 279 speed. Again, crit capped, we have 268% crit damage, 149 resistance, 469 accuracy, and then the 18% ignore defense. And I want to say, yep, fully booked. And then this time we have a 1-star blessing. And with this one, Epsilon went Soul Reaper. I like this one. This is the cool one that sends like the Reaper of Death to basically finish off the opponent, right? And this does give additional HP. And here are the blessings. So in this case, Epsilon did do it a little different. We have offense and supports. And what you don't see here behind me is the same thing for the previous Gnut, is we have methodical, we have kill streak, and then we have giant slayer again as the T6. All right, so we have 2 different teams we're going to be running with the 2 Gnuts. So it's going to be Fireknight and Spider, both hard stage 10. Let's go run. All right, guys, here we are in hard Fireknight stage 10. I'm just giggling because you're going to see this is Epsilon's team. And you know what? I only have 1 Gnut. And not only has he got 2 Gnuts, he's got 2 Cardials. I mean, I have 2 Kymars, You want to spare a Cardial my way? That'd be kind of cool. But we do have some presets. And again, this is kind of meant to be, fun as well, too. Let's see. I'm assuming that's main Cardial because main Cardial has 3 blessings there. But this Cardial, we're only going to do Heavenly Host once, then shut it off. That's increased crit rate and crit damage. This is going to be round 1, right? Kymar, we're shutting off his sleepies and reset, right? Main Cardial, same thing as the first Cardial. And then we have the 2 Gnutes. This is little Gnut. We're not doing any presets. And then main Gnut, same thing, no presets. All right, round 2. We're not doing Heavenly Host at all with the second Cardial. Kymar, same thing. His reset is still off. And same thing with this Cardial. We're shutting off his Heavenly Host. Let's see. Are both Gnuts the same? Both Gnuts are the same as we're shutting off their Blessed Bash, which hits 3 times, which makes sense because now we're up to the boss, the Fireknight. We're going to need those hits to take down the shield. We have the first Cardial is not going to be doing Angel Song at all, which is the block debuffs revive on death, but we are going to be prioritizing Heavenly Host. Kymar this time is not going to be doing the Abyssal Gaze, which removes buffs. There's kind of no need for that, but we are going to be prioritizing the reset of skills, right? Second card, you'll set up as the first. And then we have the 2 Gnutes are set up the same way. We're shutting off Fury of the Kings, which is the AoE decreased attack. And we're going to be focusing on the Blessed Bash, which is going to be hitting 3 times. Again, we're going to want all of those multi-hits coming from the Cardials and also, you know, like the group attacks. We want like the counter attacks. We want the multi-hits. We basically want all of that because we're going to need all of those hits to take down the shield as fast as we can. All right, here we go. Now, this, on the other hand, I don't necessarily... No, this is exactly free to play. However, his Gnutes were. But the 2 Cardials are a little questionable. Oh, my. I wish I had 1, let alone 2. Hi, Rocky. How are you? Okay. I mean, they're obviously not in any trouble or anything. We're good. Okay, so Epsilon says they've never bought shards. So I guess this still does count as free to play. Not necessarily free to play friendly, but they've never bought shards. The skin is the only purchase, and the only thing bought in the game is the Gnut skin. That makes sense. Okay. So there you have it. You're just very lucky with shard pulls. Yeah, those of you guys watching on YouTube, I am recording this on Twitch, and none such one of my viewers says they have a clanmate that's bought a lot of shards and still doesn't have a Gnut. Well, Gnut was a fusion too, wasn't he? There was a guy with 2 Terras that was ally attacking with each other on reach turns. Oh, that sounds horrible for other people. And I have Big who says they won the Gnut skin but don't have Gnut. Oh, no. So you never did the fusion. Oh, man. He was definitely probably like one of the best fusions we've had, right? Maybe if not the best, you think? Okay, and then here we are. On the boss. So we got to take down that shield. He's got like 21 ticks on this thing. Actually, yeah, Armand's was really good too. But was Armand's free or a fusion? I don't remember. Fabian's really good too, yeah. Okay. Hi, Tomato. So yeah, you see these guys are, I mean, they're not in any problem whatsoever. Keeping the turn meter down. You see, they just keep dropping the turn meter. Actually, yeah, Helicat was a really good fusion too. Guys, drop some comments down below maybe who you think was the best fusion. Like I said, I'm doing this on Twitch. And yeah, I mean, there's some really good ones. Helicat was a fusion. I forgot he was a fusion. I have like 4 of him. I keep pulling him, so I forgot he was a fusion. Armand's, Fabian, Helicat, Gnut. Like, we have some really good ones, for sure. Okay. And there we have it. And look how much damage these newts did. 3 mil on one, 3.5 mil on the other. And then, I mean, the Cardio's here. This one almost did a mil himself. Considering that he's support, that's still pretty darn good. And this is not necessarily the fastest time, but this was the showcase that Epsilon wanted to show off with the 2 newts. And then now, hey, look at that! Coalition Event Quest Challenge done. Congratulations. And let's go to Spider now. So now we're going to be in Spider time with a different team. We have 2 newts, Coldheart. I always call him Lord Beerus. We have him. So here is the set that we have. Let's check out the presets. Okay. Akamtem, that's his name. I always forget the cat's name because I call him Lord Beerus if we have any Dragon Ball fans. And then Grazor down there. All right. This is only 1 round, so we're going to take a look. Newt 1 and Newt 2. Oh, look at that. I mean, basically, they're both prioritizing the Blessed Bash, which hits 3 times, decreases defense. Coldheart, you know, always we're going to be prioritizing a Heartseeker. Even, you know, when we're here, this still does a good amount of damage. Lord Beerus, Immortal Malician, AoE with Hexes. And then Grazur, Healing Bombardment, AoE, and he also heals and increases the duration of all buffs on allies by a turn. Also affects enemy max HP, so let's go. All right. Bash them good. Here we go. Good God, those newts. And there it is. 18 seconds. And his fastest is 9. But let's go again. Basically just showing off the 2 newts. They didn't even have a chance. Look at all of those, like... I'd say those newts definitely bashed them good in 18 seconds. I love it. Epsilon, thank you so much for the showcase. Guys, look how much damage they did, right? This newt did 4.6 mil. We have 4.4 mil. Lord Beerus did 3.1 mil. 1,300 on Grazur. Coldheart didn't even get... Did she even get a shot? Coldheart gets another shot. She didn't even have one. Absolutely, thank you so much, guys. Drop me some comments down below. And like I said, I would love to know what you guys think was like the best fusion that we've had so far. And thanks for watching.